So, you want to kill Duke, whether it's for your first kill for the quest, or just to get some more consistent kills? I've got you covered. You're going to want to come here in your best melee gear, with a slash weapon, and if you have it, a light bearer for your specs. For a spec weapon, I like to bring the arc light because the Duke is considered a demon, and arc light does work. You are also going to want to have a super combat potion, stamina potion, some brews, restores, combo food, and a telly to get out. Now, to actually start the fight with Duke, you are going to need to make a couple potions to wake him up. To do that, you're going to need to take a pickaxe from the wall and a pestle and mortar off the shelf. Once you run in, drop 5 pieces of food from your inventory, pick up your pestle and mortar, your pickaxe, and then you're going to need to collect some mushrooms. Once you go to the upper level here, you're going to be seeing some shadows on the ground with rocks falling from the ceiling. If you are hit by one of those, you'll take about 20 damage and get stunned, and then as well as that, these extremities are also going to be opening up their eye and scanning in front of them with a red beam. If you do get scanned, you're going to be ice barraged and hit for about a 60. So if you do happen to get stunned and then stuck inside one of those lights, the combo for that is going to be pretty high and almost all of your health. To avoid that, make sure you start on one of the front tiles here, or one of the back tiles here if you're on the other side, and just click straight across to the other tile. If you do this, you don't really need to worry about timing. You can totally ignore that and just click across and get that done really fast. For each side, you're going to want to pick 2 mushrooms and use them on the pestle and mortar. The pestle and mortar will make them stackable, and each mushroom will give you 6. You need 12 of each kind of mushroom to be able to create both of the potions you need to start Duke, so 2 mushrooms from each side will do fine. After that, you're going to want to go up here and mine some salt. You're going to want 12 salt as well. After you have all of that, you're able to come back here, drop your pestle and mortar, drop your pickaxe, make your potions, pick up all your food, and start the fight. So when the fight starts, he is going to attack you with magic while you're running back from picking up your last pieces of food. Make sure you have Protect from Magic on to mitigate some of the damage, as it does hit really high and it's really accurate. You're going to want to make sure for the melee method you are coming up to one of these 2 front tiles and using the pillar to break line of sight with the boss. While you're doing this and flinching, you're not going to take any magic damage, you only take slight chip damage. You're going to want to be praying melee and piety for the fight, and then as he's attacking with melee, you will see a row of ice spawn in front of him. You have about a tick or maybe 2 to be able to react to that and get out of the way, and you want to make sure for the last attack that he has that you are not standing within line of sight of him. So you will see an icon appear in the middle of your screen, and you'll see a giant eye appear on Duke. Make sure you're standing on one of these tiles when that happens so you do not get one shot. While hiding from the eye, it's a good idea to eat, use prayer potions, stamina potions, anything you need to do before you go back into the cycle of attacking him again. The eye is going to appear every 6 attacks of Duke's, so keep that in mind. Throughout the fight, he is also going to be shooting a gas bomb at the vents, and it's going to start off with just 1 vent, and then later in the fight it'll be 2. As soon as this happens, if you click onto the tile opposite of you and do not do any other actions in between the time, you are able to run across and make it safely to the other side before the ice comes up. Alright, so let's get it going. Alright, so we're going to drop our 5 food, pick up our pestle and mortar, and our pickaxe, and it doesn't matter which side you like to start on, you can do this either way, and it's totally going to be the same. I just like to start on the east side personally, so that's what I do. Alright, so we're going to run to our start tile and just click straight across. You can see you're not going to get hit by any of the lights, even though it kind of looks like you should. We'll take 2 mushrooms off the wall here, grind them up with our pestle and mortar. Make sure you go back to the start tile and not just click across, otherwise this will not work, and just run across. And you can see they do go in order, so middle, bottom, top, so you can time it if for whatever reason you're having trouble using this skip. You shouldn't have any issues as long as you got the tiles set up right. It's going to be 1 tile away from the wall on both sides here, and then every other tile all the way down to the last extremity. So we're going to get 2 more mushrooms, grind those up too. We can drop our pestle and mortar, we don't need it anymore. Start tile, click across, and you can see we ran right through that light and did not get hit by it. Now we just need our salt, so we want to pay attention to when those explosions are coming so we don't get hit by a vent. You just need to get 2 mining experience ticks to be able to get the 12 salt that you need, and then you can drop your pickaxe, run back over here, pay attention to the vents so you don't just run through one if there was one there, and then we're going to use our ingredients that we got on these vats and pick up all of our food except for 2 inventory spaces worth to be able to pick up the 2 potions we need to wake the boss up. And you need to be in melee range to use these potions on the boss. So again, pay attention to the vents when you run up. but we are going to use a super combat potion here. And then we're just going to run straight up to the front, use our first potion on it, use our second potion on it, run back to get our food, turn on Protect Magic and Piety, and try to be as fast as possible because those magic attacks will hurt really bad. That's the melee attacks you can see up there. That's a magic attack. Alright, so now we've got our Protect Melee on while we're up here, so we only take chip damage. That is going to be the eye attack, so make sure you are out of line of sight or you will get one shot. So we're going to drop our Arclight spec, drop another Arclight spec, and walk back over here, switch back to our Fang, and we're going to run straight across here. As you can see, we take no damage as we run across, and then we're just going to flinch. Make sure you don't get too carried away and go too quickly with your attacks, because you will take damage like that. So just wait until you see the puff of smoke from him hitting the ground, and then you can go in and start your attack cycles. We're going to run across. During that time, we're going to just get our health and our prayer back up. We'll wait for the attack and start flinching again. This is the entire fight, so it is pretty simple and one of the easiest of the 4 bosses. It's just the first prep part that most people find pretty annoying, since you cannot stack up potions for multiple kill trips, since they're removed from you upon the boss's death. And that's basically just what you're going to be looking for, is that puff of smoke before you can come back out and attack again, because you know that you have a few seconds to attack again before he's going to start his next attack. Avoid that, wait for the smoke, hit it, come back, throw on another spec, hit it, run straight across. You're perfect, you're not going to take damage. I was not, so I did. Also, my combo eating is just not there. I got pot locked and did not get my combo. Cool. So, we're gonna wait for the smoke, attack. Got the poison, run all the way across, since it's safer. Now we've got 2 of them. It's definitely safer just to run all the way across as soon as you see the poison start to come out. So we're going to run straight across here, wait for the smoke, attack, wait for the smoke, attack. We've got more spec, so more Osmondton's Fang. And that is why Lightbearer is super nice here, because you are able to get a lot of special attacks in. I'm going to take damage. Alright, so we got that, and then the smoke on the ground, and then we attack. Gonna get another special attack. That was close, sort of. Scary, but not necessarily close. We're gonna run across, get some prayer back while we're running since we can't attack anyway. Stay here, wait for another smoke so we don't get hit on the way. And get back to flinching. Alright, so now things are kind of speeding up as far as the attack cycle goes. So you just want to be extra careful, make sure you're not getting too greedy and trying to get too many hits in to speed things up. And you'll do just fine getting through this. It is one of the easiest fights out of all 4 of the bosses from Desert Treasure, so you shouldn't really have any issues unless you are just trying to hurry and messing up your timing. And just like that, that's how you get the kill. Nice and easy. So, if you learned anything from this video or enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like or a comment, and I will see you in the next one.